going about 75 miles per hour coming up on my exit, and I am going to suddenly brake. Whoa, as you can see, my truck is pulling to the left. The steering wheel is shaking. So it's time to change out these brakes. Today's random video is actually going to be replacing my brakes and my rotors on all 4 tires. Right now I'm going to do the front 2. As you can see, I already set it up. Just make sure you have your jacks and your jack stands. But these brakes and rotors are from PowerStop. Let's see how they look. Yep, the Z36. They're made for towing and all that stuff, even though I don't do any of that. So I just wanted to have it because I just want it. All right, looks like these are the rear. Oh, look at this big mama jamma. But yeah, I think this is the rear. So let me put this one away and just concentrate on the front. So this one might be the front then. Whoa. I've not opened them. I got these from AmericanTrucks.com. Oh man, these are big. These are big beefy ones. So we got the 2 rotors. 1 rotor. All right, here we go. All right, well, hot damn. I mean, I'm just opening it, and the box is kind of smashed up already. I did nothing of that sort, but should be the same. Z36. Yeah, it says a Z36 there. So let's go ahead and begin with removing the tire. All right, so the first thing you want to do is remove the center hubcap if it has one, but we're going to remove the wheel. If you have a special lug nuts, grab your special tool, and away we go. You could do it with common hand tools. It'll just take longer. If you have power tools, it'll be a lot easier. I'm gonna remove the wheel, or the tire. Oh, it's a big mamma jamma. Put the tire underneath the car or the truck or whatever, just in case something happens and it drops. But I do have my jack stands, so we'll be good on that. So you're gonna remove the rotor, the caliper, and the caliper bracket. These 2 are going to be separated. So first remove the caliper, and if you just want to change your brakes, then all you got to remove is the tire and the caliper, and remove that. So let's go ahead and remove this. Now if you only want to remove your brakes or change your brakes, this is where you stop, right here. Just got to remove the caliper, and no more. All right, you want to make sure that the caliper is not dangling. As you can see, I just mounted mine up here. You could suspend it from the control upper A-arm. I just have it there mounted. It's not going anywhere. Hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. Remove our brake pads. They seem fairly decent. They look like they're okay. I'm just wanting new ones. This truck does have about 160,000 miles already. But I just figured I'll just upgrade. There's no warping on the rotor. Anyway, all right, so now we're gonna take off the caliper bracket, same thing. It's going to be 2 bolts in the back. Not where you took out the caliper itself, but just right behind it. It's going to be 2 massive bolts. Hopefully you guys are able to see that. There's this big bolt right here. Remove that. There's one on the bottom. Oh, this one might be a challenge because my tool is too big and it's hitting the lower control arm. Let's go with the little bitty one. And as you can see, it's coming right off. 2 bolts. Caliper bracket off. Now this is the not so fun part, taking off the rotor. This usually gets rusted in there. You can clean that out. Put some WD-40 or something in there. But you just want to go ahead and hammer. You have to hammer this thing out. I'm going to go ahead and douse a little bit of WD-40 in here, just in case it's seized up over time. Some on the studs. All right, after intense hammering, it took me maybe about another 10 minutes. I doused it a little bit more with some WD-40. So it's like that. And then you take your rotor off. Like I said, this thing, go ahead and clean up. Let's go ahead and do that now. You can either take a wire brush. I have also a wire wheel here. Let's just see how this works. We'll put this up. And here they have it listed front driver's side. So I put some anti-seize on the back side of it. I didn't have much, but just put a little bit. Let's go ahead and put everything back together, beginning with the caliper bracket. Part of the kit, it comes with 4 of these, I don't even know what you call them, but they go on the caliper here, these boots. We just call them caliper boots. There's 4 of them for the driver's side. Well, 2 for the driver's side, 2 for the passenger side. So you're gonna take these pins out. When the caliper compresses, it's riding on this. So this needs to be greased up. But you take it out just like that. You take the boot off, if you can, just like that. Go ahead and use my towel that I don't care about. Get all the gunk, all the dirt out from there. And then you re-grease it. Go liberal on the grease and grab your boot. Slide it on. Make sure the bottom part goes over. There's like a little face here. Just make sure it goes over. Just like that. Boom. As you can see, this one is really compressed. This one is a little bit higher, taller. There we go. I'm not gonna take out these pins yet. I didn't see any, but I'm pretty sure they have them there. Let me go check. It was in the package as well, so you get part of that. You get that as part of your kit. We'll need 4, it looks like. Let me just count 4. Looks like they're all the same. We'll go ahead and remove these pins little by little. So I have a screwdriver. Let's go ahead and see if we can pop this out. Just like that. 1, 2. All right, so these pin, the tab was going up. So let me just go ahead and place that one on there. That was pretty fast. And just like that. Oh, that one came off. There we go. Same thing. Pop this one off. Pop this one off. They do have a little secure little tab here as well, but this tab is the one that you want going up. All right, after fighting with this last one, I managed to get it in there. So you got all 4 of these retaining pins here for the brake pads. We'll go ahead and get ready to put this back. So we're gonna get the first 2 big bolts. Remember these 2 bolts? And that is on there. It's not touching at all. We're good to go. All right, so what I have here is a brake pad compression tool. So you're gonna want to open up your brake reservoir, just so when we compress this, we're gonna have to compress this piston here. So all the fluid is gonna backflow back up to the reservoir. So you want to open it up, that way it's not airtight and it'll be easier to do. So go ahead and place this there if you have one of these. And then once you get it secured, it's going to start compressing that piston. You do want to eye it, make sure it's going even. As you can see, this one, the bottom is compressing, not the top. So I'm just go ahead and do a little bit, bring it out, move this to this side, bring it to the other side, the other piston, and compress that one as well. There we go. Hopefully, this was a little bit more out, but hopefully that'll work. And it's gonna go there once your brake pads are installed. I'm comparing the 2. This is the new one, obviously it says Extreme. It does have a little bit more material on this top one, as you can see that line. So it's about maybe 50% complete. It does look really beefy, like it still has a lot of life left. But let's just go ahead and install this. We already compressed the piston, so hopefully it slides in without giving me trouble. It looks like it. I'm not gonna hammer this one all the way. I'll do that one by hand. And that's it. Once you have that installed, that's how it should look like. And you're pretty much done with the rear changing up the rotors and brake pads. So let's go ahead and bring the truck up first. I'm gonna just do one at a time, but I'm gonna just show you one side, same on the other. If you do have a lifted truck like I do, I had to use 3 2x4, and it's on the frame, just so I could get this rear tire off the ground. And just like the front, if you have cap covers or just covers, wheel covers, make sure you take those off. 6 lug nuts, and now the tire comes off. Take these off. Look how easy it just makes it. Here we go, bring in the big mumbo jumbo. Bam. Brought in a breaker bar. There we go. But it can be done. There it is. All right, so here's the caliper bracket. Now we take a look at the pads. You know what? These are pretty worn down. You're able to see the that one's more worn than this one, the inner. And then here comes the fun part once again. You get your mallet and you hammer at this. There we go, the other side loosened up. See if I could just wiggle it out with my hands. There we go. Let's bring out this bad Mama Jamma rotor. Perfect. This little sticker, it says rear passenger side, and that's where we're at now, on the passenger side of the truck. So it tells you, because of these slots and drilled holes, they're actually directional. So once you get this in, you just start compressing. And this one is a lot easier than the front, because the front had 2 pistons. This one has 1. So you just keep going. Make sure it doesn't come off. See how it's trying to come off. But you just keep going, keep going. Alright, it seems we bottomed out. And now it's flush. So just put that aside again. Next step is mount our caliper bracket. So you're provided with all the hardware. I just use 2 for this side, 2 for the other side. So these are just plug and play. You just get a screwdriver, pop these off, and just like that. And you want to take note of the orientation. It's going to go in like that. Alright, same thing with the other one. Just you could get a close up. See, this is supposed to go in here, but this is a little bit tight. So you just take it from the inner lip. You just gotta manhandle it pretty much. There we go. Now the other part to this is changing out these boots, just like we did in the front. Again, they provide you with the hardware. So this you just pretty much yank off. Get a towel or whatever that you don't want. And put a fairly decent amount there. Slide that right on there. Get it to the top. Same thing with this one. Remove the boot. Oh, there we go. That one's easier. Alright. Now caliper bracket has been dressed up. We're gonna put this back. Great, I have some like water droplets starting to rain. Here's our shiny new brake pads. And just for comparison, oh yeah, you can see the difference on this one. And that side is in. And that's it. Oh, god dang it, I touched it. Almost there. So this is why we compressed the piston. So we could throw this on there. Bring in these, I don't even know what these call, these pins. Just brake caliper pins. Compress them as much as you can. There we go. Take a power tool because it's cool. Secure that. So this inner one is turning. So what I'm gonna just do is just grab on. There's a metal piece here, like a little face lip. So I'm gonna just grab that. There you go. Same thing with the bottom. You want to make sure you're not grabbing on the boot itself. Like I said, there's a little lip here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little lip right here. So you just want to grab that. Like it's like right on the nut. Just want to grab that. while we turn the outside. Bam. Now we're at the final step. Now to put back our lug nuts. You want to go at a cross diagonal section. And the very final step, 100 foot-pounds. No, let's fix that. All right, 100 foot-pounds. And that, my friends, is how you change your rear brakes on your Ford F-150. This is the Raptor version, but it'll be similar to all other F-150 versions. The rear ones, you can see how they look all nice and shiny. We got the front ones all nice and shiny. So yeah, that'll do it. That wraps this up. If you like it, just let me know. I'm not gonna tell you to hit like or subscribe, but just let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the content. That's it for today's project. I'll catch you on the next one.